You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan? What in the world is going on in here?
Just private convo.
Yeah.
Just planning a little offshoot of this show called Dan and Heidi and Their Attorneys.
I've heard about this.
Probably be a podcast.
It's going to have to be.
You guys are looking absolutely lovely for so early in the morning.
Thank you, and you as well.
Thank you. Well, it happens to be National Beauticians Day today. Day to maybe kick back, go see your beautician, get some stuff done, maybe have a spa day. I love spa days.
What? I have not had a spa day for years.
Well, we're going to have to fix that. Both of you, get yourself a little
The three
manicure,
of us.
pedicure.
We'll make it an afternoon.
You know.
That would be fun.
Full disclosure, and this just between the three of us. I don't want it going beyond this studio.
Okay.
I do become alarmed this time of year. I have unsightly bikini lines. I won't lie to you. So it's a thing. The struggle is real.
Indeed.
You probably get a group discount on
Yes,
what's
it
it called? The Brazilian nut? What is that? I have heard tell of this magical thing.
There's probably somebody listening that could take good care of you.
I will pay for it if you will let me come along and record the audio of that experiment.
Oh, fantastic. That'd be great.
Yeah.
If you know what that is, if I can get a deal, give me a call, 595, and 4 other numbers I'm not disclosing.
All right. How about this? We'll give you the number to the studio. 933-1980. You call and say, hey, I want to do that Brazilian nut thing with Dan. 605-933-1980. Can't wait to see what happens there.
Hitting the beach. Look out, Wall Lake. Or something. I'm coming.
Lake Lorraine.
Lake Lorraine. What I'm going to do. I'm going to strut my stuff at Lake Lorraine.
Poor folks at that Grand Living. They're not going to be feeling so grand.
Oh, gosh.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Hi, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Chillins. All of God's little chillins. I'm Ranger Dan, and I'm going to lay some critter knowledge on you.
All right.
We have been bouncing back and forth last few weeks about myths, about critters. That's stuff you probably grew up with, and me too, as a matter of fact, things that I used to think were true until I went to ranger school.
Like if you swallow a watermelon seed, it'll grow in your belly. Wait, that's
really
not a critter myth.
That's
Not really a ranger area of expertise.
That's a whole different myth, I guess.
And that's actually true.
It's
I want you to picture a cute little cuddly koala.
Oh, okay.
Little koala, right? Oh. Maybe munching on a little thing of bamboo, hanging out, all koala-y and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it is a koala what?
Bear.
Oh, wow.
No.
That is so incorrect.
Oh, no.
While they're cute and cuddly and kind of teddy bear-like, koalas are not of the bear family at all. That's correct, John. They are marsupials, like the same family as kangaroos, actually.
So, koala kangaroo?
Well, what happened is the word for this animal, the gula, in the Darug language, spoken exclusively by the Aboriginal folks of Australia, got messed with as time went by white colonizers, because make no mistake, white people ruin it for everyone. Just watch the news.
You only know it when you're woke.
They transformed the word to kula and then koala, adding a bear at the end just because it looked like a cute little bear. But it is not.
It does kind of look like a cute little bear.
It's a marsupial. But make no mistake, they'll kill you.
They will. I've been told they're pretty vicious.
Pretty vicious.
All living things will kill you. I don't care what it is. Eventually, it's going to kill you.
They eat bamboo. That's like wood. Mm-hmm. If they could chew through that, they could certainly chew through my soft little skin.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Well.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Ranger Dan.
Just wanted to clear that up.
A little more critter knowledge that we have.
It's what I do. And hey, kids, take your vitamins. Let's see what else. Oh, say your prayers.
There you go.
Yes.
Not just a bedtime. Do it all day long.
Especially if you're encountering a koala, marsupial, or whatever you call them now. Well, thanks, Ranger Dan. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Ranger Dan, he comes in with a little critter knowledge for us each and every day, just because we can right here on Sunny 93.3.
The inventor of Rip It Gloves has been a drywall guy for decades. He was trying to find gloves that worked for him and his crew, but nothing was quite right. So he went out and created some. Rip It Gloves fit firm in your hand and protect your hands, but still allow you to use a touchscreen. Professional athletes love the extra grip Rip It Gloves gives them. Painters, roofers, contractors, but also motorcycle and horseback riders. See why everyone loves Rip It Gloves at ripitgloves.com. Use promo code radio to save 25%. That's RIPIT gloves.com, promo code radio.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for water cooler talk with Mr. Dan Farris.
Oh, this is absolutely horrifying.
Oh, no. What happened?
A couple times a year, local law enforcement will run around and they do stings.
Oh, yeah, like the
bars,
Yeah.
bottle shops, blah, 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 blah. Booze Boys on West 12th got banged.
Oh, no.
The other day, Booze Boys did it. Now, here's my take on this.
Yeah.
You may think this is a good idea, but I'm a former bar owner.
Okay.
To me, it's nothing more than being set up.
It is, yeah, kind of.
It really kind of is. So here's what happened, and I won't tell you the bar I owned, but it was on the north side of Hartford. There's only one there. But we had a network set up. There's like 5 other places in town at that time. My phone rings one mid-afternoon, and it's another bar owner down on the south side of town. She goes, "Hey, Dan, man, they're here. They're running a sting thing." So, okay, got it. Great, thanks. And it is mere minutes later. A young man walks into my establishment, and picture, I don't know, like a 17-year-old California surfer dude.
Okay.
You know, he belonged in Hartford he didn't belong in Hartford.
Right.
He comes up to the bar. I got 2 of my regulars sitting at the bar, a couple of cowboys sitting there. And he walks up, and I knew exactly what this kid was.
Right.
I would have known exactly what he was without the phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, can I help you? Yeah, say, would you have a Bud Light? I said, I do. I need a license. Hands me a license. Just at a glance. No. I said, okay, here's what's going to happen next. I'm keeping this license. I got to put another case of beer in this cooler here so it don't get warm. Then I'm going to call the police. And then I'm going to come around the bar and I'm going to beat the heck out of you. And his eyes, John and Heidi, got so huge. And he whipped out his cell phone and he goes, "That's okay. I'll call the police." Because they were right out in my parking lot. Anyway, it was so. Then turns out I knew one of them. They come in. And then one of them says, "Oh, hey, Dan, how you doing?" I said, "Sergeant, good. What's up, man?" He goes, "Yeah, you really can't beat people up."
I wasn't gonna really.
It was so awesome.
Or was I?
I said, "Why don't you do this, man? Drive this kid around to car dealers without a license or insurance or anything else and try to snag keys to test drive Corvettes." Right. It's the same thing. I mean, why are you doing this to me? I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
But there you go. Apparently.
Well, I hate to hear that people are selling booze without checking licenses. But did this kid have like a fake ID? What? Is that what happened? Is there?
It depends. Sometimes they use their own ID, which is really easy to match because the stripe's a different color.
Okay.
And it just depends on the situation. I'm not saying this clerk was correct in making that sale because obviously he wasn't.
Right.
But, again,
entrapment.
And I just wanted to bring it up because it's Booze Boys, which is one of the greatest names for a liquor store ever.
I think Booze Brothers would have been better, like Blues Brothers.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because then they got like the shades there and all of that.
I'm not playing what would be better. I just said it's a great name, John.
I think that was already taken is probably what happened there.
And then what happens is the clerk has to go to court, actually.
But
then the business is fined. And it's really just kind of a long, ugly ordeal. So whatever.
That's too bad.
It is what it is. I just remember my time with that sting operation, how much fun I had.
Yeah, doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
And I'm coming around the bar and I'm going to beat you half to death. I'll call the police, sir.
I'll call them.
Okay, well, they're only 20 feet away.
Heidi, say hello to somebody really quick here before we wrap up the break here. What was the gentleman's name you bumped into yesterday?
Well, you know how I am with names and faces, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think he said his name was Mike.
Oh, hi, Mike. Maybe Mike.
I'll have to look again in my Facebook, because he said that he's friends with me now on Facebook.
Oh, that's cool.
But I saw him the other day when I was buying a birthday gift for my daughter, and he said he listens to the show, so I just wanted to give him a shout-out.
Well,
tell him it was nice. I'm glad that he said hello to me. It was really nice to visit with him.
Very cool. Well, thank you for listening to Sunny 93.3.
Join us for a fun week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for the 3rd annual 80s in the Sand. We've been there the last 2 years. In addition to making a bunch of awesome new friends, we had so much fun meeting 80s actors and musicians. 80s in the Sand takes over the entire resort, so you'll mingle with them at the pools and the restaurants too. We'd love to have you join us. See the amazing lineup featuring Sammy Hagar and many more at radiotravelgroup.com. Save $200 per person for first-time guests at radiotravelgroup.com.
Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening this morning. We've got John Schurz with Maverick Recruiting joining us right now. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, John. How are you?
Very good. If there's somebody listening right now that's looking to get a better job than the one they have right now, or if there's somebody listening right now that's trying to find some awesome people to fill a position they have at their company, you're the guy to call, aren't you?
That is me, yes.
Do you have any awesome hot jobs this week that we should talk about?
We need somebody with a precision ag background, the experience selling to OEMs, like John Deere, the ag leader, someone that'll buy this precision ag equipment.
Nice.
Aggie. You'd have to have some electronics, some ag electronic experience. A technical degree would be helpful, but it's not required. But what's really cool about this job is you can work from home. You can office from home. There'll be some travel, but total comp at the end of the year is going to be $90,000 to $120,000.
Very nice.
So
that is a very hot job.
Yeah. So you could work from home if you've got that background. Give me a call, 605-360-6504. I picked up a couple more jobs in the ag industry. I need a soybean plant operation manager, actually in a couple of different locations throughout the Midwest. And this is for a company that's growing seed crop, seed beans, seed corn. I need a plant operations manager. That's somebody who's going to work at the facility where all the treating comes in, the seed conditioning, the packaging, rebagging of the seed. And these are high-paying positions, $60,000 to $90,000.
Nice.
You have any experience like that. That one is a little outside of the Sioux Falls area, so if you'd be open to relocate, I would need you for that one.
Very, very nice. Now, somebody listening right now that might not even be thinking they're looking for a position, they should still reach out to you, because I think that we talked about this last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it's just a really cool thing, because you're not going to send them out on a job that's worse than the one they have right now. You're only going to help them find a better job, right?
Yes, probably said this before, too. It's a no-brainer to give me a call. I still need a mechanic just to the east of town here for heavy equipment, for diesel trucks, and I could still use some for a car and pickups, too. So call me if you have that skill set, 605-360-6504 for sure.
A guest on the phone right now is John Schurz. He's with Maverick Recruiting. John, thank you so much for taking the time to chat, sir.
Thank you, John.
Again, John Schurz, Maverick Recruiting, and the website is maverickrecruiting.com or 605-360-6504. Credit cards. They can be trouble. About 12 years ago, we did a debt snowball program and got rid of our credit cards. We were debt-free except for our house. It was awesome. But over the course of the next decade, our credit score went down. That sounds weird, but they need open accounts to give you a score. Our lower score made our insurance rates go up. We decided to get a credit card to help with that. We just pay it off every month. If you want a better credit card, check out bettercreditcards.net. They'll help you compare all the different cards to get the best one for you. That's bettercreditcards.net. Sunny 93.3, time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
The celebrities are fabulous. And they own more shoes than we do and drive nicer cars, generally speaking. Because they're celebrities. The gift that keeps on giving, that knucklehead Jussie Smollett.
Oh, yeah.
Video has been released because And I was not aware of this, but the investigating officers were wearing body cams when that whole thing was going down.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and they showed up at the scene. And one of the big questions is, when they showed up, there was Jesse.
Yeah.
And he had the noose around his neck. Never took it off. And it was approximately 40 minutes between the time he called the authorities and the authorities showed up.
Yeah, that's awfully fishy.
And there's audio on the camera, and one of the officers on the scene actually said, so you want to take that off then? Or
Right.
which is kind of like, why is that still around your neck, dude? And so, yeah, things have gotten pretty darn dicey. Yeah. And, of course, the woman, the city attorney who threw all the charges out is under investigation now. And I think this is going to go on for a while. But all indicators are the Chicago Police Department basically got thrown under the bus on this whole thing.
And they're not happy about it.
And, so they're kicking this. They're kicking this hard.
Yeah, that's
good.
That whole
and
thing is crazy.
So.
Yeah, I just, the whole thing doesn't make a ton of sense to me. And there should be charges if you have false accusations. There should be some sort of charges for that, shouldn't there?
Yes.
Well, that was it in the first place. And, the whole thing is coming up just orchestrated. Of course, when Jesse said, well, two white guys did this to me, and in short order,
It wasn't.
got two Nigerians.
Two guys that he hired.
Who have personalized checks from Jesse in their pockets
exactly.
to do it. So it's just,
the whole thing is just
I don't know what the question is, man, but the investigation is taking a whole different turn. I love the part where apparently he's just walking around his apartment with a noose around his neck.
I just don't get it.
I suppose, well, if I had bought my own noose fashion, put it around my neck, I'd probably want to wear it because you paid for it.
Well, yeah.
Paid for this noose.
Get some use out of it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Get some
whatever.
use
Not
out
gonna
of
be
your
able to wear it
noose.
again.
So-
It's going to be locked up in evidence, so you can't, wear it for Halloween or anything.
Oh, I got a feeling that'll be a Halloween costume this year.
Thought we'd share that, because celebrities
Yes, they are.
have toned abs and nice tans. Except Taylor Swift, who's pretty pasty. Yeah.
It's our entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.